and welcome. My name is Lynn, and today I am going to craft with the Not Too Shabby Paper Pad Club of the Month for April 2024. In particular, I am using the Flowery Meadow 6x6 paper pad. And what I thought I would do is actually continue decorating the pages of my disc-bound album. I started this album a couple weeks ago during a live stream with some crafty friends where we were all crafting with my Easy Wonder die number 1. What I did was I chose two of the really gorgeous but very basic patterns from this paper pad. They're both the faux glitter patterns that are quite the staple in the N2S paper pads so far this year, which I love because they coordinate so beautifully because all of these papers have been curated and designed to work well together. But as well, outside of this particular theme, these are really just great basic patterns to have. And in the live stream, I use this particular die cut with the circle aperture to create a shaker frame. And today for this page, I am just going to create just a standard frame, so no shaker elements. I feel like having the one frame be a really special form is kind of nice. It brings a little bit more attention to the photo behind that particular frame, and this one will have something just a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is cut down my foam. I tried to use my Tim Holtz cutter for that, but it didn't really cut through this foam sheet very well. This is foam that actually has adhesive both on the front and the back. And it's more reliable for me to actually cut this with my cutting blade, but I thought I would try it on the Tim Holtz rotary cutter or trimmer, but that didn't work out too well. I'm finding that I don't really grab my Tim Holtz rotary trimmer all that often, but it's nice to have for the thicker materials like chipboard. So what I'll do to create this frame is just put a little bit of low profile foam behind this aperture on just 3 edges, the left, the bottom, and the right. I'm leaving the top edge open so that a photo can slip behind there easily. And the reason to add the foam at all, even though this won't be a shaker element, is because it helps make it a little bit easier to slip something behind there. If it was glued down directly onto my album page, it's going to be a rather tight fit. And I feel like when I've done it that way in the past, it's been a struggle to get a photo behind there. Certainly, if you wanted to swap photos out, it would be really hard to get it back out again, even if you managed to get one behind there. So I've started to put low profile foam behind my frames, and that way it's really easy to slip a photo in and out. What I thought I would do is pick a coordinating pattern paper for behind the aperture window. That way it looks pretty, even if you feel like you don't want to put a photo there just yet. Maybe it's a work in progress, and this way it doesn't feel so empty. I know that that's going to get covered up eventually once a photo is placed behind here, but I do want that first experience when I give this album away that the person receiving it still has an appreciation for some of these design elements, and they don't feel like the album is incomplete if they haven't yet put a photo behind there. And of course, I'm going to be putting photo mats throughout my pages, so that's not always going to be the case, but I figure this is just a nice little element to add. And then I've chosen another gorgeous pattern paper that has lines on there already. So this is a great place to just write directly onto that pattern paper to caption the photo. So before I complete the other side of this album page, I want to mention that my video today is part of a team hop celebrating and showing inspiration for all of the Not Too Shabby subscription clubs. So to hop along, just click on the hashtag, or in the description box below, you'll find direct links to each person's video, and there you will find inspiration for all three clubs that Not Too Shabby offers. We have the Box of the Month, the Paper Pad Club, which is what I am crafting with, and as well the Stamp and Die Club. And the description box will also have information for how you can enter the giveaway and win yourself a $25 gift certificate to shop Not Too Shabby. So before I finish up this page, I did want to add that photo mat so that there's already something cut exactly to size. And I did trace out the circle so that for the person who receives this, what they can do, especially if they're a crafter, is they can use a die or they can use their electric cutting machine to cut their photo to size. But even if they don't have a die, a circle die or a cutting machine, they can easily hand cut so long as it's a little bit larger than the circle that I drew, but smaller than that white photo mat that I will include. So that's just an easy way to help the person who gets this album to know how to fill that frame. And I'll do that for the shaker frame that I made earlier. If you want to catch that live stream, I was crafting with some of my friends, including some past and present Not Too Shabby design team members. So I'll link to that in my description box below if you want to see the first couple pages that I started for this disc-bound album. I also have a separate tutorial on how to actually create the page base and the album cover and all of that good stuff. I'm not going to be able to finish all of the pages in my album for this video, but what I will do is after I complete this page, I'll have 2 more pages left, and so I'll just continue on with this series. You'll find the next one on the Not Too Shabby channel, and when that is available, I'll update the description box in this video so that you have a complete list of all of the videos where I continue to make progress against this disc-bound album. One of the great things about the Flowery Meadow paper pad is that some of the designs, or some of the pages, I should say, are cut-apart pages. Now, they're not cut for you, but they are printed and spaced so that if you wanted, you could run it through, say, a Brother Scan and Cut to easily cut them out. But there's enough white space surrounding each of the images that you can fussy cut just as you saw me do. And I just cut a few different elements that I could collage up. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use these elements as a tuck spot. So this, I wanted to collage in order to make it large enough so that it can actually hold and secure a photo mat behind it. But when I go to glue this down, what I'm going to do is I will only apply adhesive, and the adhesive I'm going to use is my 3D glue gel. Again, for the same reason, I want it to have a little bit of space behind here so that it's easy to tuck something behind it, but I want to be able to kind of squish it down a little bit so that it's still going to be close enough or tight enough to the page base where it will still secure or hold down a photo mat. And so there you have my photo mat. I've just cut my photo mats to 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. That way you can fit a 3 by 4 photo on there and still have a little bit of a white border all the way around. So here's a final close-up look at my 2-page layouts today for my disc-bound album. And here is what that discbound album looks like. So these are the pages that I started during my live stream. So I only made it through 3 layouts in that stream. I still have the back of one of those layouts, and plus, in addition, 2 more pages that I need to decorate. And so I'm making progress on this, and my idea is that I will give this away to some family or friends, or possibly to one of my channel members at the end of the year. I like to give away holiday gifts to my channel members at the dies level. So if you are one of my channel members at that level, then this might be on its way to you as a holiday gift. Thanks so much for joining me today, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.